second sum superposition theorem, that three sources were there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is done. We'll show you. All of you got the material na on VOLP? See this one
Yes, ma'am.
sum. This one sum 100 volt, 50 volt and 40 volt. It's done na last time. Superposition theorem, using superposition theorem, IL dash,
Yes,
IL
ma'am.
double dash, IL triple
Yes,
dash. Yes. In superposition theorem we have finished. We are going to start with Thevenin's. Okay. And yesterday I posted notes. You got it of all units?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
refer that note. Can we start with Thevenin's theorem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 51 are there. So see, next one topic is Thevenin's theorem. In this Thevenin's theorem, again the same thing, linear bilateral circuit, you can simplify it using Thevenin's theorem. This one also very good analysis done by this scientist Thevenin's. What according to this scientist, see, this one is the given linear circuit, linear bilateral circuit. How many sources are there? Two sources are there, correct? V1, V2. Okay, and how many resistances are there?
Three.
Three resistances, R1, R2 and R3. Okay, so, right. So consider you have been asked to find out the current flowing through load resistance R3. Okay, find the current flowing through R3, then R3 will call it as a load resistance RL. Current flowing through it is IL, load current. Okay, now here what according to this theorem it states, any given linear bilateral circuit you can represent by its Thevenin's equivalent circuit. This is the equivalent circuit symbol sign. Okay, so what is Thevenin's equivalent circuit? Its format of the circuit is same, that is VTH, Thevenin's equivalent voltage in series with Thevenin's equivalent resistance, and across it, across these two terminals A and B, load resistance is connected. Okay, load resistance is connected. Okay, so but value of VTH and value of RTH is different from circuit to circuit, but format is same. Thevenin's equivalent circuit of every circuit format is same, that is VTH in series with RTH in series with RL, and RL is here what? RL is same as that of through which you have to find out the current, through which you have been asked to find out the current. Okay, so this is called as Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Okay, now in both the circuits, see here which one sign is there? Equivalent circuit sign is there, means whatever the circuit on your right hand side and left hand side are equal, or what you can say, in both the circuit this load resistance RL, its value is same, and whatever the current flowing through this load resistance, that is I2 equals to IL, that is also same. Okay, now for what value of VTH and for what value of RTH, RL and IL in both the circuits will be same, and that is the Thevenin's theorem. Okay, so what this theorem states, you have to calculate this VTH is what? Thevenin's equivalent voltage. RTH is what? Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Okay, now this symbol VTH rather than VTH, you will find in some books VOC is also used, V suffix OC, or V suffix capital TH or capital T small h. If you are using the symbol VTH, then for Thevenin's equivalent resistance you use R suffix TH. Okay, if for Thevenin's equivalent voltage you are using the symbol V suffix capital TH, then for resistance you have to use R suffix capital TH. Okay, and this is the standard one. In BL Dhareja also you will find this one. Okay, mostly this is used, so all of you can use this one also, but previous two also allowed. Okay, so VOC, Thevenin's equivalent voltage, because it's an open circuit voltage. OC stands for open circuit. Okay, so VOC, Thevenin's equivalent voltage, and R equivalent, Thevenin's equivalent resistance. It's equivalent resistance across the two open terminals. That's why R equivalent. Okay, so any of the symbols you can use for Thevenin's equivalent voltage and Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Okay, now according to this theorem, how you have to find out VTH? How you have to find out RTH, so that RN, RL and IL in both the circuits will be equal. That we are going to see. Okay, so in this circuit, in circuit B, how much current I have shown flowing through RL?
IL.
IL. Okay, what's about the current flowing through RTH?
IL.
IL, right? IL will start from this positive terminal of battery. It will flow through RTH also, this also, and it will return back to VTH. Means what's about current flowing through RTH and RL are same or different?
Same.
Same means how? Same means how RTH and RL is connected in series. Okay, so what will be the value of IL formula? IL is equals to what?
I1 plus I2.
No. In B circuit.
V upon RTH plus RL.
Correct. Okay, Ohm's law you can apply here. So in circuit B, you will find IL is equals to VTH divided by RTH plus RL, or you can say VOC divided by R equivalent plus RL. Okay. So means what? To find out current, to find out load current, what is required? VOC and R equivalent you have to find out. RL is given to you. In this circuit, value of V1, V2 and R1, R2, R3 will be given to you. Means RL is known. Only the thing is what? VOC and R equivalent you have to find out. Now how you have to find it out, and that is the Thevenin's theorem. Okay. So what this theorem states, to find out VTH, that is the first one step. Sometimes question you get asked, write the steps to solve the sum using Thevenin's theorem or Norton's theorem. Steps you have to write, theory question. Okay, or you may get asked numerical on this. Simplify this sum using Thevenin's theorem, find out the current flowing through so and so resistance. Okay, so we are going to see first one, theory part, that is the steps. So what is it? To find out VTH. Now how to find out VTH? How to find out VOC or V suffix capital TH, Thevenin's equivalent voltage. So what this theorem state, voltage sources if are there, what you have to do for that? You have to remove load resistance. That's it. Okay, what you have to do to find out VTH? Remove load resistance and draw the entire circuit as it is. Okay, so remove here load resistance and draw entire circuit as it is. This one everyone can do. Step 1, very easy. Circuit will be given to you in exam, right? Or whatever the, suppose I give you some assignment or you are going to practice numericals from any book. Circuit is there. Draw to first one step to find out VTH. So what you have to do? Whatever is the load resistance, remove it and draw karo circuit. Okay. So wherever load resistance was connected across terminals A and B. Okay, so that I have removed and entire circuit I have plotted as it is. Okay, now if you observe here, A and B, I have marked these two open terminals. So from A to B, it's an open circuit. So will any current flow from A to B?
No,
ma'am.
No current will flow. Means suppose I am going to represent, suppose from V1, I1 is I1 starts to flow. So it will flow through R1. What's about current flowing through R2? I1, same current will flow, okay, and same current will return back. Means here R1 and R2 are actually connected in series, okay. Then what you have to do here, you have to find out the open circuit voltage. What this theorem states, remove load resistance and across these two open terminals, find out the voltage, and that is Thevenin's equivalent voltage. How to find out? That will explain to you. Kirchhoff's law only compulsory you have to use here. Clear? Okay, means not compulsory, any method you can use, but in almost all numericals, Kirchhoff's only, if you apply, then only you get the answer. Clear? Got
Yes,
it?
ma'am.
Huh? Okay. So Kirchhoff's, that is better to apply here. Any method you can use later on. So according to this theorem, what it said, to find out VTH, draw entire circuit as it is. Only what? Remove load resistance and draw entire circuit as it is. So across these two open terminals, find out the voltage, and that will be Thevenin's equivalent voltage. Okay. Next, what is the, we'll see. I will take the numerical, then it will be clear to you how to find out this open circuit voltage. Mostly I use Kirchhoff's law. If you are comfortable with any another method, that also you can use. Then second step is what? To find out RTH, that is Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Okay, so Thevenin's equivalent resistance, what you have to do for that? In given circuit, if voltage sources are there, make them short. If current sources are there, make them open. Remove load resistance and draw the circuit. Okay, so in this circuit you will find voltage sources are there, so you have to make them short. Okay, current source is not here in this circuit, but if it is given, then that you will make open. Okay, and whatever is the load resistance, that also you have to remove. And then across these two open terminals, find out the equivalent resistance. So see here, and that will be Thevenin's equivalent resistance. See here, step 2. Step 2, see, to find out Thevenin's equivalent resistance. V1 shorted, V2 also shorted, and load resistance was across A and B. In between A and B, that is also removed. Okay, now across these two open terminals, across A and B, you have to find out the Thevenin's equivalent resistance, and that is VTH or V suffix RTH, or that will be Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Okay, so what is the symbol used for that? R suffix AB or R suffix TH, R suffix capital TH, or R equivalent. Okay, now tell me how R1 and R2 connected across A and B?
Parallel.
In parallel, correct. In parallel, correct. Okay, got it. Means very easy. Step 1, just remove load resistance and draw the circuit, and across these two open terminal, find out the Thevenin's equivalent voltage. That's it. First step, very easy. Second step, what you have to do? Make voltage sources short, make current sources open, and remove load resistance. And across these two open terminals, find out the equivalent resistance. Okay, so that is Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Second step is also easy. What's about the third step? Draw Thevenin's equivalent circuit. What is Thevenin's equivalent circuit? VTH in series with RTH, and across these two terminals A and B, it's a load resistance. Clear? Okay. So VTH you can denote by VOC also, RTH you can denote by R equivalent also. Clear to all of you? Thevenin's equivalent circuit, everyone can draw it. Okay, can everyone draw?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so now here VOC you have find out in step 1. This one R equivalent. In step 2, RL is given to you. So applying the formula, Ohm's law, IL is equals to VOC divided by R equivalent plus RL, you can find out the load current. So if like this method you use to find out VTH and RTH, and this one is the formula you apply for Thevenin's equivalent circuit, then according to this scientist Thevenin's, what he say, both the circuits are identical to each other. Identical to each other means what? Value of load resistance in both the circuits will be same, and current flowing through it in both the circuit will be same. So clear to all of you Thevenin's theorem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can we go? Can we go for numerical?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the first step? Thevenin's, it really works. Means if you find out, suppose for this is the given circuit, and for this given circuit, if you apply Kirchhoff's law, if you apply superposition theorem, and if you apply Thevenin's theorem, then value of current flowing through R3 by all these three methods will be same. Same current will flow, or same value you will get for all three methods. Okay, so again I'll repeat Thevenin's theorem. What it says, first one step, to find out Thevenin's equivalent voltage. Remove load resistance and draw entire circuit as it is. That is the step 1. Okay, this one. Then across these two open terminals, find out the voltage, and that is Thevenin's equivalent voltage. Step 2. Make voltage sources short, make current sources open, remove load resistance and draw the circuit. And across these two open terminals, which one two open terminals? Wherever load resistance was there. Across that two open terminals, find out the equivalent resistance, and that is Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Third step, draw Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Okay, draw Thevenin's equivalent circuit, and then using Ohm's law, you can find out the current flowing through load resistance. Okay, now draw this circuit, everyone. Draw karo next one. Simple circuit I'm going to take first, and then slightly difficult will take. Okay, two numericals. We are going to take on Thevenin's theorem, and once the material I already forwarded to you, so 2-3 more you can practice at home. Then whatever the material I forwarded, that is enough. Once you finish with the circuit, please tell me. Using Thevenin's theorem, find the current flowing through 2 ohm resistance. Okay, so here done. 12 volt battery is there, 6 volt battery is there. Okay, and here 1 ohm resistances are connected, and this one is 2 ohm. Through 2 ohm you have to find out the current flowing. Okay, okay. Thevenin's theorem, you have to simplify the sum using Thevenin's theorem. So what is 2 ohm current? You have been asked to find out through 2 ohm. Means 2 ohm resistance we call it as
load resistance.
Load resistance. Okay, so mention here 2 ohm is a load resistance. Next, what is the first step then? Yes, step 1. What we have seen, step 1.
Short 2 ohm.
No,
Remove the load.
you don't.
2 ohm.
You don't have to short it. You have to make it open. Okay, remove it. So step 1, you have to find out the Thevenin's equivalent voltage, that is VTH VOC. Okay, so for that what you have to do? Remove load resistance and draw entire circuit as it is. So all of you can see entire circuit as it is. I have plotted only without 2 ohm. Compare this one circuit and this one. Draw karo. Once you finish with this circuit, tell me. Very easy. Everyone can plot the circuit as it is, just without RL. Make it open.
Current is 2.4.
Current? Yes, current is
2.4.
let me check. Which one current? Final answer? Hello, final answer you are asking?
No, ma'am. 1 minute.
Right, because 2 currents are there. You have to find out VTH, 1 current is there, and final answer. Okay. Okay. So once you draw this circuit, please let me know. We'll go ahead.
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay, fine. Now see here what you have to do. We plotted the circuit as it is. Only you have to remove load resistance RL. Now see, across A and B, it's an open circuit. Across these two open terminals, voltage will be there. Why? Because see here, it's a 12 volt battery. 12 volt battery is there. Here it's a 6 volt battery is there, and two resistances 1 ohm are connected. Now if I use conventional current direction and I'll show current start to move from 12 volt, it will come like this through this 1 ohm. Here across A and B, open circuit is there, so it will not flow from A to B due to open circuit. Then it will flow through another 1 ohm, and 6 volt battery is there. Okay, so current will return back like this. Conventional direction of flow of current means current is moving. Okay, in this circuit current is flowing. Means obviously if you hold any voltmeter across A and B, it will give you some voltage, and that voltage we have to find out. Okay, so for that, suppose what I will do, it's a DC voltage. So will this voltage across A and B, will it have some polarity or not?
Yes.
It will have polarity, because DMM, if you hold suppose one probe across A and another probe across B, and you are getting +5 volts. So with reverse probes, you swap the probes, you will get it -5 volt. right? Means it has polarity. DC circuit, polarity will be there. Okay, fixed polarity. So for that, suppose I'll mark this A as positive and B I'll mark as negative. You can mark reverse also, doesn't matter. If with this I am getting answer, suppose for example plus 5 volt, with reverse I'll get minus 5 volt, and you will get full marks for that. Okay, plus 5 volt, minus 5 volt, full marks. Okay, so I have marked suppose A positive and B negative. Now I wanted to find out voltage across A and B. Suppose I wanted to apply KVL to this smaller loop, smaller inner loop. Huh? So tell me, for this 12 volt, you know its value and polarity. But what's about voltage drop across? VAB is unknown. Okay, VAB is unknown. So what's about voltage drop across 1 ohm? Do you know right now?
No,
Do
ma'am.
you don't know, because here current is unknown parameter. See, current value you don't know, so that's why even if directly I apply KVL to this inner loop, KVL if I apply to this inner loop, here two unknown parameters are there, VAB and current also. If you know value of current, you will get voltage drop across 1 ohm, and then you can apply here KVL. Its polarity also you will know, because current is entering positive terminal and this will act as a negative terminal, right? Direction of current we have marked, but what's about the what's about this value? So means what, before finding out directly you will not get VTH. What you have to find out first? Which parameter in this circuit you have to find out first?
I.
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 Correct. Current you have to find out first, because once you know current, its value, direction we have represented it. Then voltage drop across this 1 ohm you can find out, and once you get voltage drop across this 1 ohm to this inner loop, smaller loop, if you apply KVL, then VTH you will get. Clear? So how can I find out then current? I wanted to find out current. How can I find it out?
Take the big loop.
Right.
KVL in the big loop.
Correct. So current, see, conventional current direction I have represented this terminal, I'll mark positive, this one negative. Again current is entering over here, so this is positive, this is negative. Now two voltage sources and two voltage drop. So take this larger loop and apply KVL. Clear to everyone?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So once you
Yes,
apply
ma'am.
KVL to this larger loop, you get the value of current I. So see here in next loop, I have shown here, this is positive, this is negative terminal. This is positive, negative with this current direction I denoted. Then this one larger loop, apply KVL. Lower to higher, positive. So 12 will be positive. This will be negative. This also will be negative. This also will be negative. These three negative, only 12 volt will be positive. Its algebraic sum is 0. Got the KVL equation?
Yes, ma'am.
Simplify it and find out the value of current.
3 ohm.
3 ampere.
3 ampere.
3 ampere. Okay, got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
3 ampere. Okay. Now next is we got the current value. Now what do you have to find out? VTH.
VAB.
VAB, VTH, correct. So for that you use another loop. This one, inner loop you use. Those who are solving, hope it is not fast. All of you can solve it in your notebook, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then apply KVL to loop 2. Okay, so for this, what you have to do? Now see, this with this current direction polarity, you know, across this plus minus. Okay, now which one polarity we want across this open circuit voltage A and B? So I already told you A you can mark positive, negative, doesn't matter. I have marked here positive, this one I have marked negative. You can mark reverse also.
9
Now,
volt.
Yes, we'll check the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
9 volt.
it is 9 volt, correct. So say apply KVL to this loop. So 12 volt will be positive, then this is negative, and this is also negative. Okay, so see here, This is the KVL equation I have applied. Put here value of current. Current value what you got? Whatever the value of current you got. Suppose 3 ampere, put here 3 ampere. Suppose you got -3, you have to put here -3. Clear? Is this clear to you? You solve some sum, you will find in it some value of current is negative and that you have to put. Otherwise, if I am getting current value -3 and I am going to put here +3, then it will be a wrong calculation. Got it? This one, so VOC is 9 volt. Everyone getting Thevenin's equivalent voltage?
Yes, ma'am.
This sheet I'll share to you immediately after lecture. You go through it. Recording also I will share with all of you. Still, if you have any difficulty, ask me. So VTH, how to find out? Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Mostly Kirchhoff's method you have to use. Okay. Next, what is the second step now?
R
To find R
equivalent.
equivalent.
REQH, R equivalent. For that, what you have to do? Voltage sources you make short. Current sources, if there, then you have to make it open and remove load resistance. Okay. So no current source is there. 2 voltage sources that I have shorted, and across A and B load resistance was there, that we have removed. Now you observe the circuit across A and B terminals. This one everyone plotted circuit. Once you finish
Yes, ma'am.
with this,
Yes,
tell me.
ma'am.
Okay. To find out R equivalent, like this you have to write. Okay. Across terminals A and B, how 1 and 1 ohm are connected in
Parallel.
parallel. So what will be resultant? 1 into 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So it will be 0.5. Clear to all of you? 1 by 2, that is 0.5. So R equivalent, RTH is 0.5. Got up to this to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if it is becoming fast, tell me, I'll slow down. Okay, can we go for next?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now what is the third step?
Drawing complete circuit.
Right,
Thevenin circuit.
draw Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Okay, so see here Thevenin's equivalent circuit, VTH in series with RTH, and across these two terminals you have to show the load resistance, or you have to draw the load resistance. So VTH we got, or VOC we got 9 volt, right? R equivalent we got 0.5 ohm. RL is already given 2 ohm. Yes.
Answer is 3.6 ampere.
Okay, you can check when I'll go down, you can check. Okay, so clear Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Mute yourself, students. Mute yourself, students. Those who wanted to speak that time only, you please unmute yourself. Okay, so Thevenin's equivalent voltage. Okay, now here Thevenin's equivalent circuit we have plotted. So how to find out current? Using Ohm's law. Now all value you know, voltage divided by resistance. Both the resistances are connected in series. So 0.5 plus 2. And VTH is 9 volt. So everyone is getting load current 3.6 ampere.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
answer you can cross check using superposition also, Kirchhoff's also, you will get it 3.6 ampere. Okay, can we go for next sum?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so everyone draw the second sum. Once you draw it, tell me. I'll start to explain.
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Ma'am.
Okay. Okay. First you have to draw. Don't use scale. Now see here, using Thevenin's theorem, you have to find out the current flowing through this 10 ohm resistance. Means what is the value of load resistance?
10 ohm.
10.
10 ohm. Okay. Right, 10 ohm. Now, if you observe this circuit, only voltage sources are there, 4 volt and 6 volt. Okay. And the rest resistances you can see, this is 5 ohm, 15, 8 and 12 ohm. And this one is load resistance 10 ohm. Okay, so using Thevenin's theorem, you have to find out the current flowing through 10 ohm resistance. And so here I have written 10 ohm is the load resistance. What is the first step? Yes.
Finding
To
VAB.
find voltage.
VTH.
Voltage between RL.
Correct. To find out VTH or VOC. For that, remove load resistance RL. Draw circuit. Everyone draw circuit. Once you finish with this, tell me. Entire circuit as it is, only remove load resistance. Mark these two terminals. Any variable you can use. X, Y, Y, Z. I've used AB. Once you finish with this, once you draw circuit, please tell me. I will go next.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Done.
okay. Very easy. As it is, you have to draw. Just remove load resistance. Okay. Now see here. Suppose I will mark A terminal as positive and B terminal as negative. Suppose I am marking A as positive, B as negative. This unknown voltage we wanted to find out. So I will select, suppose this loop. This loop, if I select here VTH, VAB is already unknown. Do you know voltage drop across 8 ohm? Do you know voltage drop across 15 ohm?
No.
No, means
ma'am.
what you have to find out first? Voltage drop across
Current
8 and
flow.
15, right? And when you can find out voltage drop across 8 and 15, when you know
I.
Current through.
current flowing through that.
through.
Got it? Clear? So for that, what we can do in this circuit, I'll mark, suppose this is the current I1. Now, once I1 starts to flow through 5 ohm, how much current will flow?
I1.
I1. Now here A to B open circuit is there, right?
No current.
So how much current will flow through 15 ohm?
I1.
I1,
I1.
right? I1 will flow. Current always prefers which path?
Least resistance.
Minimum opposition path. So how much current will come like this? Will return back to 4 volt. Negative
I1.
terminal. I1. Got it? The moment current starts to flow through this positive 4 volt, how it flows, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Means current flowing through 5 ohm and 15 ohm, same or different?
Same.
Same. Means how 5 and 15 are connected in
Series.
series in this circuit. In this circuit, whatever we have plotted in this 5 and 15 ohm are connected in series. So, and for total voltage, you know, 4 volt. So how much is the value of I1?
0.2.
4
ampere.
divided by
20.
20.
20.
Right? 4 divided by 20. Clear? Okay. I1 easily you get. Its direction also you will get. Now see the next. This side. Suppose this is the I1. This is, I'll write again I1. It will come like this. Okay, this is I1. Now consider this is the I2. Again the same thing. This side also. I2, how much current will flow through 12 ohm?
I2.
I2. A to B, it's an open circuit. So how much current will flow through 8 ohm?
I2.
I2.
I2 will flow, right? Current always prefers minimum opposition path. So obviously it will return back to 6 volt negative terminal. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the value of I2?
3.33.
Means 6 volt divided by
20 by 6.
12 and 8. How are they connected in?
Series.
Series. Means total resistance will be 12 plus 8. What is the voltage? 6 volt. So 6 divided by 20 will be the value of I2. So find out now, you know I1 flowing downwards, I2 also flowing downwards. So you can mark here polarity, find out the value of I1, I2 and apply KVL. So solve karo. Solve everyone. See here I have done plotted I1. Okay, I1, I2 I have shown here. Like this, it will flow. See on screen values of I1, I2.
PTH 0.6.
Once I scroll down, that time you please cross check. Okay, I1 0.2 ampere everyone got?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That is 4 divided by 20, 5 plus 15. I2 is 6 divided by 20, that is 0.3 ampere. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now can we go next?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If it is becoming fast, please tell me. So now in inner loop, see here I1 with reference to this I1 direction, upper one terminal is positive, lower one is negative. Okay, and for I2 also across 8 volt voltage drop, across 8 ohm voltage drop, whatever it is, 8 times I2, it's upper one terminal positive, lower one negative. And A and B you mark any positive, any negative. A I have marked positive, B I have marked negative. Okay, so in this inner loop, now you can apply KVL. So apply it for VAB, we are moving higher to lower, so it is minus. For this also higher to lower, that's why again it is minus. And again across 15 ohm, lower to higher, so it is plus. KVL equation, got it? Yes. Check your answer, 0.6.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
0.6.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. 0.6.
0.6. Clear up to this 0.6? Everyone getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Once you finish writing, tell me, I'll go ahead. Once you finish with calculations till VTH, tell me, I'll go ahead.
Completed, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now this is the one method I have used. We have applied here Kirchhoff's. Right. I1 we have find out, I2 we have find out. Is there any method anyone can tell rather than finding out I1 and I2? Superposition. That will be too much time consuming. Yes, any another method? Rather than finding out value of I1, I2, what we can find out? Okay, so see here, we'll tell you. Yes, what?
Voltage across 15 and 8.
Correct. How to find out voltage across 15 and 8? Very good. What we have
Voltage divide rule.
Correct, voltage division rule. All of you
Voltage
can
divide rule.
use. Right, voltage division rule. See here. See, observe this circuit. This one. I1 is flowing from 5 and 15 ohm. Means how 5 and 15 ohm are connected in Series.
Series.
And what is the total voltage across it? 4 volt. So how much will be the voltage across 15 ohm? Use voltage division rule if you remember. So total voltage in numerator, which one resistance, 5 or 15? Voltage
15.
division rule. Reverse that of current division rule. Divided by what? Yes.
20.
5 plus 15. Clear? So you will get voltage drop across what? 15 ohm.
15 more.
Similarly, this side also you observe I2, it is flowing through 12 and 8 ohm and returning back to 6 volt. Means 12 and 8 ohm are connected in series. So 6 volt is the total voltage. So 6 into 8 divided by 12 plus 8, you will get voltage drop across 8 volt, 8 ohm. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So see here I have shown again the same thing. This is the KVL equation. You can write there KVL equation. I1, I2 direction you know. So you can apply that KVL equation. Same thing, whatever we have done earlier. This one equation. Only this is what voltage drop across 8. This is what voltage drop across 15. Signs are same. See, for voltage drop across 8, minus sign. For voltage drop across 15, plus sign. So how much is the voltage drop across A simplified? VAB you take on another side. The rest two parameters are on another side. So see, total voltage divided by 15 divided by, sorry, total voltage 4 volt into 15 divided by 5 plus 15. Similarly, 6 into 8 divided by 12 plus 8. So this one also same answer you will get 0.6 volt. Any method you can use. Directly voltage division rule you can apply or Kirchhoff's. This one is less time consuming. Got it? This calculations?
Yes, ma'am.
Or I have written here or. Okay. Now what is the second step once we get VTH? What is the second step?
Find R equivalent.
To find out
Find
RTH.
RTH.
Correct. 2 second steps. See here I have written second step to find out RTH. So for that what you have to do? Voltage sources, make them short. See here voltage sources I have shorted. If current source is there, then that you have to make
Open circuit.
Open. But here no current source is there. And what's about load resistance that you have to
Open it.
remove from circuit and draw karo circuit. Okay. So see like this circuit you will get. Everyone draw it. And now what you have to do in this circuit? Across these two open terminals A and B, wherever load resistance was connected. What you have to find out? Yes.
Equivalent.
Equivalent
RTH.
resistance. Equivalent resistance you have to find out. Once you plotted this circuit, please tell me.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now if you observe here, across these two nodes, what's about 5 and 15 ohm are connected in
Parallel.
Parallel.
So observe here 5 and 15 are in parallel. Similarly, this side 8 and 12 are in
Parallel.
parallel. Okay. So find out its equivalent. See 5 and 15 are in parallel. 5 into 15 divided by 5 plus 15. That is 75 divided by 20, 3.75 ohm. Okay. Similarly, 12 and 8 are in parallel. So 12 into 8 divided by 12 plus 8, 96 by 20, 4.8 ohm. So represents its equivalent circuit across these two. This is the branch 3.75. and for this 12 and 8, this is the 4.8. Now, what's about 3.75 and 4.8? How are they connected in?
Series.
In series. So total resistance will be what? Addition of these two.
8.5.
Correct. So clear? See, these two are connected in series. So 8.55. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So once you finish
ma'am.
calculations till this, tell me, we'll go ahead. Done or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Can we
Yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead? Huh.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is the third step?
Equivalent circuit.
Draw Thevenin's equivalent circuit. So VTH in series with RTH in series with RL, or VOC in series with R equivalent in series with RL. VOC 0.6, R equivalent 8.55, RL is already given 10 ohm. Draw karo circuit.
Zero 0.032.
Okay. So use
Yes,
here Ohm's
0.03.
law. Circuit everyone plotted. Thevenin's equivalent circuit. See the answer. Check here everyone on screen.
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
So this is the step 4. IL is VOC divided by R equivalent plus RL. Now what everyone have to do? 2 more numerical, 3 more numerical. You solve using whatever the material I have shared with all of you. Okay. So in next lecture, we'll start with Norton's theorem. Norton's theorems and charging discharging of a capacitor. That will finish on Monday. Then उसका next week जो है उसमें मैं आपकी टेस्ट लेने वाली हूँ. You got the message? Have you read it on group?
Yes, ma'am.
So एक week आप study करो. Next पूरा week, ठीक है? Monday को syllabus हो जाएगा. पूरा week आप study करो. और फिर मैं उसके बाद का जो वीक है तब आपको टेस्ट देती हूँ. ठीक है? विल पोस्ट ऑल इंस्ट्रक्शंस. सो 15 से लेके 20 तक का जो वीक है उसमें मैं टेस्ट लूंगी. 10 मार्क का रहेगा. सब्जेक्टिव ऑब्जेक्टिव मींस सब्जेक्टिव ही है वो. ओनली इन द फॉर्म ऑफ गूगल फॉर्म यू हैव टू सबमिट, बट सब्जेक्टिव एग्जाम इट इज. गॉट इट एवरीवन?
मतलब मैम उसमें सॉल्व करना होगा क्या न्यूमेरिकल?
हाँ, सॉल्व करके लिखना है. राइट. सॉल्व करके व्हाट आई विल डू, यू सॉल्व द सम एंड अटैच पीडीएफ दैट स्कैन दैट ऑप्शन, और यू सॉल्व एंड राइट द आंसर लाइक दैट मे बी. ठीक है? मींस कंक्लूजन इज व्हाट यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस द न्यूमेरिकल्स. ठीक है? सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा नोटबुक में और वो स्कैन कॉपी सबमिट करनी है आपको. ठीक है?
मैम कितने क्वेश्चंस होंगे?
3 क्वेश्चंस डालती हूँ मैं. चलेगा?
और टाइम कितना रहेगा?
यस मैम.
4 पुटअप करती हूँ और 4 में से आप कौन से भी 3 अटेम्प्ट करो या ऑल शाल करो. ऑल 4 इनफ टाइम आई विल गिव यू. 1 आवर और 2
हाँ
आवर.
यस मैम, क्योंकि ये ड्रॉ करने के लिए और सारे कैलकुलेशन करने के लिए टाइम लगता है इसलिए.
राइट. इनफ टाइम आई विल गिव यू. डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. ओके.
Can you show the voltage calculations we have done?
Yes. Sure. Any material I already have forwarded. All material, that one is sufficient. That local author book, that numericals only.
And this one only, this one.
Yes. Which one you want? Upper one.
Voltage current law, voltage division law, ma'am.
Voltage division rule. See this one. पहले ये इनर जो लूप है ना, पहले क्या करना है इसके लिए बोलती हूँ आपको. ये जो सर्किट है ना, दिस वन, दिख रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, तो इसमें पहले करंट दिखाओ। करंट दिखा दिया तो मुझे आइडिया आ जाएगी कि ये टर्मिनल पॉजिटिव एक्ट करेगा, ये निगेटिव। फॉर दिस I2 दिस वन विल एक्ट एज पॉजिटिव एंड दिस वन विल एक्ट एज निगेटिव। पोलैरिटी तो चाहिए ना, अगर मुझे ये लूप में KVL लगाना है तो इसके अक्रॉस मुझे पोलैरिटी चाहिए, इसके अक्रॉस भी चाहिए और A और B के अक्रॉस भी चाहिए। ठीक है,
Yes,
तो
ma'am.
ये मैंने पोलैरिटी मार्क की। फिर यहाँ पे अभी KVL लगाओ। क्या आएगा KVL? माइनस VAB माइनस वोल्टेज ड्रॉप अक्रॉस 8 ओहम प्लस वोल्टेज ड्रॉप अक्रॉस 15 ओहम इज इक्वल्स टू 0। राइट ना?
Yes, ma'am.
ये इक्वेशन आएगा, ये देखो सेकंड पेज पे वही इक्वेशन लिखा है मैंने। सी माइनस VAB माइनस वोल्टेज ड्रॉप अक्रॉस 8 ओहम प्लस वोल्टेज ड्रॉप अक्रॉस 15 ओहम इज इक्वल टू 0। गॉट
Yes,
इट?
ma'am.
हाँ, फिर इसको सिंप्लीफाई करो। अभी आप ये भी एक साइड में लिया मैंने, ये निगेटिव है यहाँ पे, तो उसको दूसरे एंड पे भेज दिया तो ये पॉजिटिव हो गया दिस साइड। ठीक है, द रेस्ट
Yes, ma'am.
वैल्यूज एज इट इज। अभी वोल्टेज ड्रॉप अक्रॉस 15 ओहम का फॉर्मूला लगाओ। कितना है? 4 वोल्ट का बैटरी है, 15 के अक्रॉस निकालना है और 15 के सीरीज में 5 ओहम है। ठीक है,
Yes, ma'am.
सिमिलरली फॉर वोल्टेज ड्रॉप अक्रॉस 8 ओहम, 6 वोल्ट का बैटरी है, 8 ओहम के अक्रॉस चाहिए वोल्टेज और 12 ओहम उसके सीरीज में है। Got it?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
हाँ हाँ, सो आ गया आंसर। यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशंस करो 0.6।
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
हाँ, 4 5 numericals I'll give and any 3 or 4 you have to attempt. On every topic one numerical will be there. One will be on Kirchhoff's, one will be on Thevenin's, one will be on superposition and one will be on last topic charging and discharging of capacitor. Got it? Norton's भी
Yes,
है
ma'am.
आपके सिलेबस में, Norton's theorem। ठीक है, so any 3 you have to attempt or those who are interested can attempt all and can submit। ठीक है, okay, so can we end here meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
which one topic now? On Monday I'll take Norton's theorem and charging and discharging of capacitor। Okay, and then you take 1 week time, from Tuesday we'll start with second unit। ओके और फिर उसके बाद का जो वीक रहेगा तब आपका टेस्ट होगा फर्स्ट यूनिट में। एंड सिमिलरली फॉर सेकंड यूनिट आल्सो, वंस वी फिनिश विद सेकंड यूनिट, उसके नेक्स्ट वीक में मैं आपको 1 वीक का टाइम दूंगी, उसके बाद टेस्ट रहेगा। ठीक है, ओके, सो कैन आई एंड मीटिंग? हाँ,
Yes, ma'am.
हम्म